Hello, PMC friends. Hope you are all having a great week. My name is Ryan Woods, and this week I get the honor to share this week's devotion with you. Not sure if you caught it this week, but we are moving from summer to fall. Fall officially begins this week, and for me, I'm a Colorado native, and as a Colorado native, one of the things I love about this state is that we have 4 seasons. And to me, fall is one of my favorites. I love the crisp fall nights. I love the changing of the trees, which I'm not sure if you can see over my shoulders, but the trees in my backyard are starting to change. Yes, I'm done with the 90-degree hot weather from July and August and ready to move into that cooler weather. Also, though, whenever the season comes along, that brings to mind Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and in it, it's pretty familiar. I'm sure you've all have heard it, but like I said, it speaks to me during the changing of the season. And in this verse, God says this, starting with verse 1. There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. Time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. So in those verses, I think God definitely doesn't promise that this thing called life is going to be is an easy path. There's going to be times when it will be difficult, when there will be trials and tribulations, when there will be just tough times coming on us. But then on the flip side, God also says there's going to be time to laugh, to dance, to have that joy, to heal. And so I think it brings great comfort and joy to me, knowing that there's two sides, that there is that. But today I felt also compelled. I read a little bit further. Usually I stop in verse 8, but I went on to verse 9, starting with verse 9. And it says in there, what do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. And just pausing for there a second, I have seen the burden God has laid on the human race. I think we can all agree that this year there has been, there's been a lot of burden on our country, on our families, on our friends, on people we meet every day. There is definitely a burden. But then it goes on to say, God, has made everything beautiful in its time. He has set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. And for me, I take comfort in that, and I think that's where my faith and comes into play. Is we have to have that faith and know that, yes, while times may be difficult, there is always that time there. God is working for good in our lives and working to make things right. And we just got to have faith and got to have that patience and believe it's going to be in His time. So with that, I pray for you and your family and your friends that you are healthy, you are safe, that you have a great fall season, and there's 92 days till Christmas. Talk to you later. Bye.